Hello and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I am no longer in India or Jordan or Egypt or Italy or the Netherlands or Peru or Morocco. I'm actually in my own home, and it is Thanksgiving Day, and I'm here with my kids. And I know a lot of you guys have missed Cucina Quarantena. Nobody misses the pandemic, I know that, but I know you guys have missed our cooking lessons, and I'd like to get my children to eventually help me do some new ones this winter. But we thought that as a Halloween gift to everybody, or not Halloween, Thanksgiving gift, I missed Halloween. I missed Halloween. As a Thanksgiving sort of thankful gift to everybody, that we would do a little Cucina Quarantena reboot here. So you guys haven't seen Luca in a while?
Hello.
You've grown at least, what, 4 inches probably?
Yeah, probably more.
So Luca is about 6'7" now? And what are you doing? Just as a little update for everybody.
Not much at all. School.
He graduated from high school, and now he is in college, and he goes to college down the street from our house. So, everything good, Luca? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for food.
Thankful for food. Very good. All right. So what we're going to do today is that Nico and I are going to show you my foolproof technique for making a really good Thanksgiving turkey, because everybody thinks making a turkey is hard, and I just don't agree. It's actually really easy to make a super good, super moist, easy turkey. So it's a high heat technique. So Luca's going to be on the camera, and Nico's going to help me. Yeah? All right.
Yeah,
Let's go. Hey, Nico.
Hi.
So you want to say hello to everybody and tell them what's up with you? They haven't seen you in a while.
Well, first, hi everybody. Very, very good to see the camera again. I have not been up to much, honestly. Just hanging around the house doing high school things.
So you're in,
Schooling.
you're a sophomore now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else to share? What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for having such an amazing mom.
And I didn't even pay him to say that. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you. So Nico's got pumpkin cake underway. So we roasted a pumpkin last night. He's making a fresh pumpkin cake. And I'm going to get the turkey in the oven. I know it seems late. It's almost noon. But that's okay, because the technique that I use to cook a turkey makes it go really, really fast. And it actually is the best turkey you could possibly do. I think the frying thing is dumb. I think people deep fry them. That's really dumb. Anyway, so here's what we've got so far. We've got our turkey in a bag. So I got a brining bag, and I filled it with salt and like brining spices, and it's been sitting here. And here's the funny thing. I bought this at Costco, and it said it was fresh, meaning that it was not frozen. It was frozen. When I got it out, it was still frozen in the middle. So it should be okay now, I hope. But anyway, so it's been brining overnight in all of this, so it's been at least 20 hours probably that it brined. So Nico, can you grab the pan out from underneath this? Yes. All right, up we go. Let's just drain this sucker. The brining is really, really critical. If you don't have time or you haven't done brining, that's okay. You can still do a fake brine, which is you take kosher salt, and I mix it with pepper and maybe garlic, and then rub it on the outside of the turkey. So you can fake it till you make it. Next time, remember, you gotta brine your turkey the night before. Some people brine their turkeys like days before, but I think tonight the first time. Can you get a saucepan, please? Here. So I'm gonna do the thing my grandmother always used to do. The first thing is, I'm gonna take out the giblets and put those into a saucepan. It's so nice to be home, you guys, and I'm sorry I've been quiet this week, but I literally slept from the time I got home from India until basically yesterday, because I was so tired. Yeah, go ahead. Sit. No, I need it.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay. Turkey neck.
yeah.
Actually, what we're gonna do, why does this turkey have 2 necks? Okay, mutant turkey. Very good. Oh, this is the part I like the least. What else? Oh, they didn't put like any of the hearts or giblets in or anything in there. Okay.
That's why they put 2 necks.
Maybe that's why they put 2 necks. Okay, well actually what I'm going to do then is I'm going to roast the necks, because I was going to boil them, but we don't have the giblet packet. I'm just going to shake it upside down just to be sure. Ugh. Nothing's falling out.
Let me check again.
Yeah. I don't see anything. Do you see anything there? Yeah, no, the light doesn't, the light bulb.
Let me check.
This just feels like I'm violating the turkey.
I can see something in there.
In a way, you are.
Yeah, there's something in there, but I
Okay,
don't
but
think
no, it's not the giblet packet. I have actually accidentally roasted a turkey with the paper giblet packet
Oh.
inside before, and you guys didn't know. And the turkey turned out fine. So, all right, so our turkey's gonna drain for just a sec.
I feel like you need to take a shower after that.
Yeah, well, wash your hands, that's fine. I'm not gonna do that because I'm just gonna get them gross again. So what I do is I like to set my turkey. Where's my rack? Do I have a wire rack? Now that I'm getting, oh yeah, now I'm getting gross turkey giblet juice on my kitchen. All right, so I'm going to put my rack down, but first, I like to put just some random vegetables in here because this is gonna make fantastic turkey gravy. I make my turkey gravy in my pan. It's really important, it might be too late for a lot of you, to make your turkey in a metal pan that you can put on top of the stove, because what happens is the turkey drips all its juices in here. We roast these lovely vegetables, and then when I'm done, I take the turkey out to carve it, let it rest, and while I'm letting it rest, I just use all the drippings with a little bit of flour and milk, and I turn it into the gravy, but I cook it over the burners like this. So 2 burners on, you put it lengthwise on the stove, and that's how you do that. This is a very sad celery I was gonna throw out the other day, and I thought, why would I throw that out? And I can stick this part inside the turkey.
Some garlic.
Actually,
should we crush this in?
Actually, get a knife and just crush it. Okay, and then I already roasted a couple of onions, so I'm gonna just toss those in here and let them be a part of the whole situation in there. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're going to put our rack on top. Now this is a wee baby turkey. Normally I get an enormous turkey. I get one that's like 20 pounds, but for some reason Costco did not have very big turkeys this year. Yeah, actually I'm gonna leave it like that. Their turkeys were all pretty small. So I think that this is a 15 pounder, which by my standards is little. Normally I do a ginormous one because I have very large family members. Oh, I found it. There is a giblet packet. Oh,
well,
nasty.
Luckily you can roast it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, oh, that reminds me. This is what it's going to do. So the giblet packet's going to go in here to boil. And then the necks are going to go in here. And they're going to roast. All right. There we go. So that's going to make fantastic, fantastic gravy when we're done. And this is how I'm going to make the broth that I used to make the gravy. All right, so turkey out. I'm not going to rinse it because I want those browning spices still a little bit. And then we're going to season this bad boy. So this is just a turkey browning or turkey roasting seasoning. It's a lot of sage, garlic, stuff like that. So it does smell really nice. So you can hand make that, or you can buy ones that are already put together. If you are in your kitchen right now getting your turkey ready to go into the oven, I would just say put powdered onion, some sage, powdered garlic, a lot of kosher salt, maybe a little bit of red pepper flake if you want. Spice it up a little bit. Mustard is kind of fun. You can kind of go with whatever sounds good to you in there. But above all, I would say powdered onion, sage, and garlic, because I like a lot of garlic on everything.
Speaking of garlic,
yes.
What should we do with these cloves?
We're going to put them inside the turkey. So, yeah, I think that's good. Did you smash them?
Yeah, they're really thoroughly smashed.
Okay.
A little bit chopped.
Ooh, this smells super good.
Mm.
Smash this again.
So I have my oven at an alarming temperature. It is currently at 450 degrees on convection bake. I'm gonna pop it up to 475 when I put it into the oven. What? Yeah, I know. What? It is insane, because what I like to do is hot roast my turkey to start it off.
Ooh, the garlic's starting.
That seems weird. All right, so I got my bird nice and seasoned. Can you grab the fleur de sel and the pepper, please? So a lot of people will tell you you have to roast your turkey like this. That's a bad idea. Thank you. So here's the magic trick to having a turkey turn out perfectly. Do not put it into the oven like that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start it on a super high heat, breast down. That's the trick to a fantastic turkey. Well, there's multiple tricks, but that's one of them. Okay, a little bit of fleur de sel. This is from Luca's excursion to France, which I'm going to invite him to discuss at a later date. He had a wonderful foreign study experience. Okay, and then we're going to put inside the turkey whatever odds and ends. If you made soup this week and you've got parts left over you can't use, keep them and stuff them inside your turkey. But the magic thing you want to stuff inside a turkey, it's going to disgust you, but I'm going to tell you, you make a turkey how much? Maybe twice a year, probably once a year. So do it right. This is a whole stick of butter. I'm going to put a whole stick of butter into the cavity because it makes it good.
Should we put one of these onions inside?
No, I think that well, sure, go ahead. You know what? I always take suggestions. So here goes an entire stick of butter, nice inside here. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to roast this bad boy upside down. So I bet you can guess what's going to happen when I flip it. All that butter is going to melt into the breast. That's exactly what we want to happen. You got it? All right, go ahead and stuff it into the cavity. Just, yeah, stuff them in there. So anything you want to stuff in here, you can. Oh, do you want to go grab like the scissors and get some rosemary from the backyard? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting this ready to turn over. I'm going to turn up our oven a little bit. So convection, if you have it, if you don't have it, it's okay. 475 is where you want to be. And we're just going to roast it at 475 for like 15, 20 minutes. And you have to keep a really good eye on it because if you don't, it might burn. But what that does is the convection air that's really hot goes all out over the turkey and seals the pores, which is the critical part because you want the skin to seal because it seals all the juices in and all that yummy butter. So I've tried a few other techniques just to give you some ideas. Another way I've done it is I roasted it breast side up, but I covered it with bacon slices, which was great because the bacon was yummy, but then when I took the bacon off, the turkey looked gross underneath. And it's not a good presentation because you want the pretty golden turkey. So it's tasty, but and you might be wondering, why do I know so much about turkey? It's because at Fred Meyer, which is a big grocery store near our house, every November, they give turkeys away if you spend $150. Now, who that has teenagers doesn't easily spend $150? So I end up with a fridge full of turkeys before Thanksgiving. So that's why we know a lot about cooking turkey, because
Probably not all this.
yeah, all of it.
Oh, well.
Another technique you can use, which we're not going to employ this year, is you can separate the skin from the breast and stick your hand, which also again feels like a violation of the turkey, and cover it with butter. That's another way. So if you don't feel like doing that, which I don't feel like doing that this year, you can also just put a stick of butter inside. All right. Very good. All right, so here goes. Flippity flopping it over. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay.
A commenter by the name of Muhammad Arhurs asks if what are the types of spices that you put on the turkey?
So sage, so powdered sage, powdered garlic, powdered onion, kosher salt, pepper, and then you can kind of improvise. So if you like spicy stuff, put in some red peppers. If you like a more barbecue-y flavor, you can put in paprika. You can kind of mix it up. Mustard, I think, is a good choice. What do you like in it? Rosemary, maybe?
Definitely rosemary.
Rosemary.
I like thyme as well.
Rosemary and thyme, yeah. And you can also go a totally different direction with this whole thing and do like just herb butter. So rosemary, thyme, garlic, onion, and then lemons. Stuff the cavity with lemons. I know, but a very different result. It's not a Thanksgiving kind of like flavored.
I saw someone that made it like. Have you ever heard of that kind of the turkey or chicken or whatever that's stuffed with all those like really exotic spices? It's like beggar's chicken.
I have never heard of that. We should try that.
Oh, it's like the or it's like Peking duck from A Christmas Story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I just did is I don't tie any of the limbs of the turkey. I just tuck them all in, and then once that high heat blast comes, it's all going to kind of force it to be. It'll kind of like be catatonic, I guess you could say. Okay? I know, that's gross.
That's unbelievable.
I know. I'm just here for your entertainment, child, that's all. All right, so I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna give it one last coat of pepper. Blast it for the 15 minutes, 20 minutes at 475, and then the magic begins, because once that's done, you come in with usually giant paper towels, or I use a giant fork. I stick a giant fork in the middle and grab it on the other end with a hot cloth, flip it over. And then you put it back in the oven and you roast it at a really low temperature. So then I roast it, I just lower the oven temperature to 300, so it descends on its own gradually to 300 degrees, which is pretty low. And then you just wait, it's a waiting game. Now, a few different ways you can tell if the turkey is done. You can use a thermometer, and you can check your own tables as to what temperature you want to have it be done at. I'm not gonna advise you on that. But the other way you can often tell if it's ready, or even maybe a little overcooked, is the skin will start to pull away from the drumstick. You can see once it starts doing that, you gotta get on top of taking the temperature because it might be overdone. So, I think that our turkey, a little more salt, never hurt anybody. Well, it did, but won't in this case. Oh yeah, look at all that flavor salt. And then once I flip it over and put it back in, I'll baste it with some butter on the top, and then just kind of let it very slow roast. And I'll turn off the convection at that point as well. Okay, you ready to open up the oven? All right, Murdoch family Thanksgiving turkey in the oven. Here we go.
Oh god, that's hot.
Oh, that is really hot. Holy cow. Yikes, I feel like I'm in India again.
Holy jeez.
All right, so you can hear the convection starting up. So we're gonna put a little timer on, and I'm gonna put it at 15 minutes just so that we have a look at it then. And now it's time to go have a cup of coffee and watch the Westminster Dog Show. So the other things we're gonna make this for this meal are what, Nico?
This is a pumpkin spice cake, probably stuffing.
Mashed potatoes, and we're gonna put in some sour cream and a little bit of cheese and some chives and things like that. I'm going to make
What's Grandma bringing?
Grandma's bringing overnight salad, which is her classic, and pie. And then I'm going to also be making braised Brussels sprouts with a Dijon sauce and green bean casserole, but I'm going to make it from scratch with fresh green beans, and I'm going to make my own fried onions. So that's that. Thanksgiving dinner at Chez Murdoch, Rancho del Murdoch. So that's an episode, the Thanksgiving episode of Cucina Quarantena for you. I will update you guys later on with a photo in the comments of how the turkey turned out and how long it took. But like I said, you have to keep checking it because every turkey weighs a little bit different. But this high heat technique, starting the roast upside down, flipping it after 15 or 20 minutes, it's almost fail proof. I've never had a turkey that didn't turn out really moist this way. So from me and the boys, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. We are thankful for you. Thank you so much. This house, all these things are because you guys have supported me through these years, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that we'll see all of you on a tour sometime next year. So happy Thanksgiving.